Guys, how to work around the heavy bag. A simple and basic drill, how to properly set your feet to work on your heavy bag for heavy bag workouts. First off, you want to make sure you're properly in your boxing stance. Make sure you're in that linear stance to make sure that left shoulder is centered in the middle of your bag like you would do in the boxing ring or with your opponent. Second thing is we want to check our distance and our range, making sure we're far enough away from our opponent by making sure that we're at the tip of our sword. Again, if you're moving to your left, you want to make sure that you're pushing with your right foot and stepping around with your left. You never want to move with your left foot or move to the left side, moving that left foot forward or left foot first. Because if you do, you'll square yourself up. You don't want to do that. So you want to make sure you can, again, push right, step left. But when I move to the left of my opponent, what we do here in my gym is we do a slight aggressive step or an aggressive pivot. Because you want to make sure you pivot back towards having that left shoulder sit into your opponent's chest. So we'll step over and we'll slightly pivot. We'll step, slight pivot, making sure I'm keeping my feet set again in my boxing stance. Step, and I pivot. Step, and I pivot. Also, when you step around, make sure you step with the ball of your foot. And when you pivot, pivot on the ball of that foot. It makes it a lot easier to turn, then you're able to attack better. You don't want to step with your heel because you're actually pushing yourself back, so don't do that. Step, and pivot. Step, pivot, step, pivot, step, pivot, step, pivot, step, and pivot, step, and pivot.